Hey guys, so yeah, I just wanted to make some more, death battle suggestions, so here they are. Let's start. Okay, first suggestion, Sun Wukong versus Goku. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Who the fuck is Sun Wukong? Well, Sun Wukong is the Monkey King. And if you read about Chinese mythology, you'll know the Monkey King is one of the most OP motherfuckers out there. Well, literally, he took out the entire heavenly army, and he's depicted as like a jokester, a myth, a legend. People don't even know if he fucking existed. Like, literally, they don't even know he's real. Turns out he is the Monkey King, going up against Goku, who's one of the most overrated characters out there, and he's one of the most powerful as well. Like, literally, Goku moves at lightning fast speeds. But the Monkey King, he can duplicate himself, and yada yada yada, and he has a staff, and yeah. Basically, he could do a shitload of stuff, but so can Goku. Both for training martial arts, and yeah. When it comes to a typical death battle, they usually do composites. They usually use composite abilities and powers. That means they use, let's say, the Monkey King, right? They use information from all different types of media in order to, set him off as a fight. Like, there could be a TV show about the Monkey King, there could be a movie. Both of their abilities are going to be, combined into one composite character. Yeah, that's basically what I'm going to be doing. Okay, next suggestion. Black Knight versus Jin Sakai. Monty Python and the Holy Grail versus Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, who remembers Ghost of Tsushima? That was an old ass. That game was like a year old right now, and basically everyone's forgotten it. Anyways, if you don't know, the Black Knight is a character from the 1975 movie Monty Python and the Holy Grail. And he's one of the most indestructible characters out there. Seeing has all his 4 limbs chopped off, he still survived and still wanted to pick a fight. Meanwhile, Jin Sakai is a skilled samurai. He's very decisive in his attacks and hits. It's a classic knight versus samurai shtick, but hey, this is gonna be an entertaining one. Next up, Kamen Rider Build versus Robo Knight. Kamen Rider versus Power Rangers Megaforce. Now, if you don't know, Power Rangers Megaforce is one of Saban's many Power Ranger TV shows of the Super Sentai series. Meanwhile, Kamen Rider is one of the most popular figures of Tokusatsu's, Japan's, entertainment. So yeah, Kamen Rider Build. It's just another variation of Kamen Rider, He's like a more mechanized cyborg type of Kamen Rider, Meanwhile, robot. Basically, these shoes are just robots and they're really skilled. They have guns, swords, and yeah, pretty much it. I'd like to see a fight between the two. Now, next up, Kibo versus Katana. Shadow Fight 3 versus Mortal Kombat. Now, Kibo's your edgelord katana wielding dark goth waifu from Shadow Fight 3. That's all I could say about Kibo. But Katana, she's the queen of Outworld. She has bladed fans. She has a thing for Liu Kang. Kibo, don't know what to say about her. She's a character from Shadow Fight 3. She's like your frenemy. Like, it can be her ally, but she can also be your enemy as well. Yeah. Kibo has her shadow possessed form, which is very powerful. She has her multi-diagonal attack, which is very powerful as well. Yeah, and she gains a lot of shadow energy too, so she can be able to use her shadow energy a lot in a fight between Katana and herself. But Katana's very powerful, She's very skilled, she's very fast, and she can do a lot with those fans. Okay, next fight. Pepsi Man versus Surtur. And I know this is the weirdest fight out there between Pepsi Man a mascot from Japan, and Surtur, a character from Thor Ragnarok in the DC. I'm in MCU in the Marvel. Yeah, sorry, got fucked up. Okay, so Pepsi Man can pretty much just turn anything into Pepsi. I mean, literally anything. Well, Surtur can grow up to around 4,000 meters tall and destroy an entire city with one swipe of his sword. So, you're having a guy who can literally turn anything into Pepsi going up against a giant demon monster that can take out an entire city with one blow of his giant flaming sword. Who would win? Pepsi Man or Surtur? Yeah, this is the weirdest fight I've ever fucking suggested, Jesus Christ. Next fight. E2 versus Xiao. Shadow Fight 3 versus Genshin Impact. Yeah, okay, I'm using a lot of Shadow Fight 3 characters, but hear me out. E2 is one of your allies in Shadow Fight 3, and he uses a lot of Shadow Energy too. Yeah. He can spin his freaking katana around like a Beyblade in just like rotary motion. Meanwhile, Xiao is basically just an inspiration of the Green Samurai Power Ranger. And he's very athletic too. I don't know that much about Xiao, but I know a lot more about E2. I don't know. It's a fair fight between these two, between E2 and Xiao. Okay, Venom versus the Emperor. Now, the Emperor is a character from Shadow Fight 3, yet again. Jesus Christ! So Venom, Venom, he's from the Marvel Universe. He fought Spider-Man and Riot. But the Emperor, he may just seem like an old guy who's fucking timid, but no, he can fight for himself. Legend has it that he was once a good man, but a shadow entity possessed him, and now he took out his entire castle. With just his fist, he took down an entire palace just like that. Yeah, a shadow creature possesses him, and he can turn into that shadow creature anytime he wants. Yeah. So in the fight between two shape-shifting people, we got Eddie Brock, who's Venom, and then you have the Emperor, who is the Shadow Beast, the possessed Emperor. Both were just normal people until something bad or something just possessed them. Like Eddie Brock was once a news reporter, and the Emperor was just the Emperor until both of them got possessed by something. Eddie Brock being possessed by the symbiote, and the Emperor being possessed by one of the Shadow Minds. So yeah, now look at them. Yeah. Both are very skilled in hand-to-hand combat. Okay, next fight. Apollon versus Li Shang. Now I know this is a weird fight, but okay, hear me out. So Apollon is the main villain in the game For Honor, which was published by Ubisoft. Li Shang is like the prince, the prince, and protagonist in Mulan. Yeah. It's just Asia versus Europe at this point. So Apollon is very skilled with her sword, and yeah. And Li Shang, pretty much is just skilled with any weapon that's just swords, staffs, something, emphasis. This is. Anyways, a fight between Apollon and Li Shang could be an interesting one, but I don't know at this point. Who do you guys choose, Apollon or Li Shang? For Honor versus Mulan. Okay, next. Fahad versus Valak. So if you don't know, Fahad is a monk from the story of Legend of the White Snake. Yes, we're using the composite version, so we're using the variation from the book and also the Netflix series of Legend of the White Snake. Meanwhile, Valak is the main antagonist of The Conjuring or the Nun movies. So Fahad is a monk who takes care of demons, while Valak is, one of the more stronger demons out there. So I think it'd be an interesting tussle between a monk who can control demons and Valak who very much just fucks up any priest that gets in their way. Who'd win, Fahad or Valak? Last suggestion of the day, EHonda versus Hariyama. Yes, two sumo-like fighters. EHonda is from Street Fighter. Meanwhile, Hariyama is from, Pokemon. So I think a fight between these two would be interesting since they're around like the same height. But I don't know about the weight though. Both of them are no pushovers. Literally, they can fuck up anyone they want. So a fight between EHonda and Hariyama would be interesting. It may be like your typical sumo match where like they start off as a friendly duel, but the fight escalates and they kill each other at the end. So it might end up like one of those battles, just like Poe versus Iron Fist and like All Might versus Might Guy. So yeah, it just might be that. Anyways, this is all the suggestions I have right now. I want to do more, but since it's like 11:50, it's almost like 12 a.m. in my area right now. I'm gonna stop right here, but I'm gonna do some more suggestions tomorrow. Tomorrow, fuck. And part 4 is gonna be and this is just part 3. Part 4 is gonna be the finale of this death battle suggestion thing. Okay, bye bye. See you guys later.